Good morning. Good morning. We are live and it's Thursday, and this is not a day that I'm usually live, but it is a good day to be live. Every day is a good day to be live. Today, my name is Amy Ira. I'm the founder of Capitalize Social Media. I help life and business coaches gain visibility and increase impact using the power of live video. And today is a very special day because I am sharing my favorite tools and tools and tips and tricks and software and all the good stuff that I use to help my clients be successful using video and on social media. So I'm super excited to be here today. And again, this is not a day that I'm usually live. I'm usually on Tuesdays at 9:30 a.m. And that is when I'm usually doing my Coaches Go Social show. But today is not Coaches Go Social. Today is a day that I'm going to share all of my tools and software and tips and things for you. So come on in and let's talk about this. I'm so excited. So if you know me, you know I've been doing social media for about 5 years now, and I've been helping clients actually create content and create their messaging and get really consistent to harness the power of live video. And that is what I've done all the way up until now. I still do that a little bit, but what I'm doing now specifically is focusing on live video. Hey, Linda, how's it going? I might have taken this idea from someone that you might know. I'm going to just say it, Oprah's favorite things. Oprah's favorite things. This is Amy's favorite things. This is where I got the idea from. So I'm super excited for you to be here today. I'm going to share all of my secrets, all of my tips, all of my tricks for you that I've accumulated over time that have worked really well for me. And I hope to share them with you. If you're not already using them in your social media strategy, then you can start. So if you have things that you would like to share that help you with your social media strategy, feel free to add those in as well. And we're going to talk all about how to get our social media consistent and how to successfully create a strategy that that really helps you get the visibility and connects you with your audience. So I'm super happy to have, hey, Patty, how's it going? I'm so glad that you're here. If you're here, make sure to leave a comment and let me know that you're here, because really when I'm watching you, I only see the number of people. I don't see actually like who is watching until you comment. So definitely comment and join the conversation. I'm so happy to spend the next half an hour with you and really dig into this. So isn't it wild? There's only 14 days left. Yes. And I was just like adding it up, but there's only 8 days left till Christmas. Christmas is a week from tomorrow. That's just crazy. And I'm not even like, I don't know, how are you guys doing on your Christmas shopping? I'm like maybe halfway done. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, this is like getting down to the wire, and you know, shipping times are shortening as they go. So it's time to get my shopping done this afternoon for sure. Oh, thanks for joining me, Sherry. So excited that you're here. So feel free to share this with your audience, to tag some friends that want to join in the conversation too. It's going to be a fun half an hour to share with you. I'm so excited you're here. Love this time. Oh, Linda, yes, it's raining, it's snowing. Remind me where you're at. I want to say that you're in Connecticut or Pennsylvania, somewhere in the far east, northeast. There's a lot of snow. We don't have snow here. It is San Diego, and I looked at the weather report today, and I said, oh, we're going to have a low of 62. Finally, it's going to be cold in San Diego. It's about time because it's almost Christmas. So crazy. Yay. You're done with your shopping, Patty? Oh my gosh, you are on it. This is a funny thing. I always say that I'm going to get all my Christmas shopping done like right around or right before Thanksgiving, and it never happens. I need to devise a new strategy. Good thing that's not. Yes, Connecticut. I was pretty sure you're in Connecticut. It's the snowing Connecticut, Linda's house. How pretty, how perfect to be in the snow during Christmas. Like, I like to look at the snow. I think it's really pretty. I just really don't travel in it very often. Aw, that's great. Yay for winter, yay for snow. So, okay, ready to dig into this? I'm really excited. And a lot of these tools you might already be familiar with, but if you're not, I have great opportunities for you to sign up and try them out. So this is exciting. So I'll go into a whole bunch of different things. So I'm going to share my little presentation that I created for you today. Here it is. Number one. Canva. If you're not already using Canva, you definitely need to be. Canva is so awesome. And what I love is, oh, here, Patty has strategies for follow your steps in business. Oh, so I should take my business strategies and implement them into my Christmas shopping strategies. That is a wonderful idea. I would be much more effective if I did that. I love that, Patty. So Canva, you might have heard about it. It's pretty much one of the most commonly used tools to create graphics. But this last year has been really, the tool has really evolved, and it has allowed for a lot of really neat techniques and different things that you can do that they've never implemented before. So one of the coolest things that I've noticed recently is that they've launched where you can actually create curved writing. You can create your writing on a curve, because before you could just do horizontal or you could do vertical writing, and now you can create it on any angle of curve that you want. And that is a really, really neat effect. Of course, they have background remover. So if you have a photo and you want to remove the background, you can do that in Canva. You can create little animation and animation through Canva as well, where you can have like your turn your graphic into like a moving video for 5 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever, wherever length of video that you like. I think it's up to like 15-30 seconds. It might even be longer, actually. There's a lot more you can do in Canva. That it's not just for graphics anymore. You can now do animated video. You can do some fun text effects as well. And there are just so many free features, free effects, free photos. And there's also, when you upgrade to the paid version, which is only $12.99 a month, you get a ton more free features and elements and things like that to use in your graphics. So I know I see Linda creates a lot of her graphics and things. I'm not sure if she uses Canva, but I love watching her Instagram stories where she has lots of graphics going on. Oh, here, Linda. Linda lives in Roxbury, Connecticut. Not many people know about it, but Arthur Miller and Marilyn Monroe lived here when they were first married. Ooh, fun fact. That's a cool fact. We'll save that for your trivia questions coming up. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Yay, I'm so glad that you're here. Feels like Friday. Feels like Christmas. All my favorite friends are here. So yay. So Canva, if you haven't checked it out recently, there's a lot of new cool things. And if you haven't signed up at all, if you haven't used Canva at all, there is my link to sign up, and you'll get a free premium element in there as well, or a photo for the free. Oh, the other thing I wanted to notice that I don't use this, but I know that some people have actually had success with actually being able to schedule. If you're on the Pro plan, you're paying for the $12.99. You can actually schedule your like your Facebook posts and your LinkedIn posts, and schedule your social media posts directly from Canva. So if that's something that would make your life easier, there you go. Yeah. You love Canva. Why is your Canva a mess, Linda? That's funny. Different sizes in one thread. So when you have, that's a good point. So when you have a graphic, so what Linda's talking about is when you have a graphic in Canva and you have it like on the size for Instagram, for example, and then you want to make it to an Instagram story size, which is, the tall 9:16, then it copies and then it creates a new file for that different sized graphic. So then you just got to manage it that way. But what I actually use is folders. What I like to, I can put it in folders. So I like a folder for each one of my brands. And then that way they're all just together in the brand. You can go to the folder and look for those and not have to like search through the whole list that you have. So yes, Pro is awesome on Canva. Do that with Pinterest. Awesome. Yes, good. All the images and all the sizes, 5 to 6 versions of the same image. Linda, yeah, definitely try out the folders. I would definitely, try to consolidate there and see if you can get things that'll align a little bit better that way. Good. Yay. So that's Canva. Definitely stick with Canva. Definitely if you're, helping other people with their social media, that is one of the best tools. There's lots of tools out there, but that's one I just tried and true. I love to stick with it. Patty says she adds way too many photos and words in her images. Oh, sometimes it is good to keep it simple. Keep it where the eye can really focus on the main message that you want to send. That's a really good point, Patty, is making sure that it's not too busy. And remember, this is something too that I like to keep in mind. I forget about sometimes because you're creating a graphic on this giant size screen, either on your laptop or I'm on this giant 32-inch monitor. So you look at it and you're like, oh, I can see everything. But remember, most people are watching, their social media feeds from their phone, their little teeny tiny iPhone. Even if it's the bigger one, it's still pretty small. So, if they're scrolling and they can't see everything, then you have to hope that they're going to open up that image and see all of the details in it. And if they don't, they don't see that there's going to be value in it, they're going to keep scrolling. So you got to definitely make it easy. So one of the tricks that I do in Canva for this is that I will make the image smaller. So make it 25% or whatever makes it super small that would actually be real size on, your phone, where you'd be able to see it and look and go, oh yeah, that's the same size that they'll be able to see. And then you can shrink it down and be able to tell what the details would be. So Linda, you're so funny. And all the things that make your social media so awesome. I do rely on templates as a base for design, especially for achieving simplicity. Me too. That's why, you can get into the mode where you're creating a lot of content at the same time. And then you're like, oh gosh, I'm running out of ideas. It's nice to be able to do a search and look up some different templates, and then you can customize them and create them however you like. It's definitely an awesome tool. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad that helped you, Patty. Yay. Cool. Okay. So that is Canva. I'm going to move on to my next favorite tool. You may have heard me heard me talk about this in past shows, because Wave.video is a sponsor of Coaches Go Social. And again, I always love to talk about the tools that are the easiest to use and the most user-friendly and most cost-effective too. Not always. I will go for simplicity to save me time over, cost. So for example, there's something that for example, I just created my course and I use Kajabi. And Kajabi is well known for not being the most cost effective. It's $150 a month. But I will tell you that I created my entire course without any help and without any problems at all. It was very user-friendly, and that is something that really speaks volumes for me in quality of a software and a product. Is if maybe it is on the more expensive side, but you're getting the simplicity and you're getting the ease of use. And I personally believe time is valuable. Time is almost more valuable than money. I will say time is more valuable than money. Time is limited. Money is not limited. Money, you can keep making more money. Time, you cannot create more time. You just need to be more efficient. And with efficiency, that's kind of how I take it, is time is more valuable than money. And definitely Wave.video is easy and it is fun, and they're always adding new things. Hey Nina, thanks for joining. I'm talking about all of my favorite tools and software and tips for these software and why I use them and why I love them so much. I'm stealing a little bit of Oprah's favorite things as Amy's favorite things to wrap up 2020. So I'm super excited that you're here. So Wave.video is awesome. They sponsor Coaches Go Social, and it is a video editing platform that basically allows you to create awesome video clips, and it is so easy to use. One of the neatest features that they've incorporated that's made my life easier over the last year is that they've added automatic captions to your video. So you can, for example, upload like a 5-minute video, and you add like a layout, a background, you add your logo, make it all your colors lined up, and the timing of all the different elements that you put in there is really easy to manage there. And then you can it'll auto recognize your voice and your words and add those words and captions all within the same tool. So before I was using this, I was uploading my video into a caption generator. I was using Otter, which is great. And then when I was done with the captions, I took them off of Otter and then I uploaded it into Wave. But now Wave has those captions, that software integrated, not the Otter software, but its own caption generating software that actually allows you to be able to make those videos, and it's all in one place. So it's super, super easy to use, and it has tons of free features, free video clips, and like lots of extra assets to really make your videos pop and stand out. So that is so, so cool. What I use Wave Video for, I am having a hard time talking today. Wave Video, I use it for video editing. So if you've watched Coaches Go Social, you've seen my intro video where I like collaborated all the different pieces of different shows that I've had together. I put music behind it, I put little words over it, and then it's created this awesome intro video. And that's, you can create video adding your own video clips into it. You can create promo videos using their video assets and kind of putting them all together. So Wave.video is just a really easy, they're a sponsor of Coaches Go Social, and they're a really easy tool to use. And you can try them out with this link that you see here. You can try it out and you can do 15-second video clips for free. So you can basically try it out for as long as you want for like Instagram story length videos. And then if you decide to sign up, you'll get 10% off of the paid plan with my link. So yes, captions, you got to have the captions. Facebook does a nice job of adding the captions in. But if you're like uploading it to like video clips on LinkedIn, which, when you're repurposing your content, doing it that way, then, you want the captions to be there. Also at Instagram, I add them to my Instagram stories. I take clips from my Coaches Go Social interviews. I don't know if you've seen these. And then I add them to Facebook. And then I also add them to my IGTV channel. And then I add the captions in there too. So just a little tip. Yes. So helpful. Yes, definitely all in one place with these tools is awesome. Yeah. So glad you're here, Nina. Oh, that's so awesome. I met Nina through the show I was on last week on Tim and Jim's show. So I'm so glad that you're here with us today. Yay. Can't wait to check them out. It's very, very helpful, very easy to use. Yeah, Wave.video can just do so many things. You can size it in any possible size you can imagine. It has, it doesn't just say like what size. It says like you want it to be YouTube size or Facebook size or Instagram story size or IGTV size. Like all the sizes are already preset in there. So just click on which one that you want, which social platform, and it lets you do that. So there is my link for that trial. My next one, here it comes. StreamYard would not be possible without, Coaches Go Social, and this live show today would not be made possible without StreamYard. StreamYard is another super easy tool to use. So I've been talking on my course, Capitalize with Live, and we're in our second week now. Everyone's super excited, and we're in the process. Everyone's in the process of setting up their tech, their background, their audio, their lighting, everything. And the next thing we're going to talk about is StreamYard. And I'm so excited to introduce them to StreamYard because when you're going live, there's enough things to think about. You don't want to have to think about like which setting or where do I go and what do I do. Like StreamYard just makes it super, super easy. And again, like I said, all these things can be complicated, but we can make them real easy too by using these awesome tools. Yes, exactly. We have lots of StreamYard users here. Definitely how awesome StreamYard is. So they haven't been around for a while, actually. They've only been around since I think August of 2019. it's only been a couple of years at the most, but they have such a great way of introducing new features and new additions to their software. And what I really like that they do is that, you know, they only have 3 plans. You have the basic plan that's free, or the free plan, it's free. Then there's the basic plan, it's $25 a month, and the pro plan, that's $50 a month. Like, that's it. Super simple. But what they keep doing is they keep adding features into the basic plan. So you can have more people on with you live. You can stream to more places. You can stream and record longer on those plans. So being able to have, you know, they bring more value to the services. They're the people that are already using their service, which is really, really nice. And actually met the CEO, or I would say the CEO. He's the founder anyways, Gage. He's the founder of StreamYard, one of them there was 2. And he's just a really nice guy, and they're having a lot of fun with the new software, and, you know, everyone's using it, and it's really, really neat. So that is definitely StreamYard if you're going to go live. It does, you know, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live if you have access to it, YouTube Live. I mean, all of every possible. And there's more than I even know of places you could go live if you wanted to. But I love it for Facebook because, you know, Facebook changes all the time, right? Facebook is like constantly changing, and all these things are getting moved around. And what I like is that StreamYard is just the same. Like, their interface is the same. You don't have to worry about when Facebook makes an update, it's going to change. You know, StreamYard just configures it to be really seamless. And that's why I love it so much, definitely. So if you're not already streaming, I know you are, Linda. I know you are sharing. Nina, I'm not sure if you are, but if you do stream, I want to see your show. Make sure you add a link here. Yeah, Facebook, don't get me started, right? I know. So whatever we can do to, oh good, Nina, you hear a lot about StreamYard. Yeah, it's really, well, because this is the main thing that makes it so different, is that it's web-based. So you don't have to download any additional software. Your guests, when you're inviting guests, they don't have to download any additional software. And that is huge in itself, because again, keeping things simple and effective is what I'm all about. And if you don't, you don't have to have someone dial into Skype to then bring them on as a guest. I will say there are there are streaming software that are very robust and that allow you to do really cool things. But, you know, what's necessary at this point, if you're just trying to reach your audience, you're just trying to, you know, connect with them and, you know, really focus on, you know, what you're saying and the connections that you're making, the relationships that you're building. You know, I like to keep it simple, keep it to just what is needed, and just being able to simply connect and stream using a simple software like StreamYard is really, that's what I'm after. So yeah. Yes, thanks. Yeah, cool. So Facebook, we love Facebook. We love Facebook. We love it. It's cool. So there's StreamYard. And if you don't already have StreamYard and you want to try it out, you can use my link, and you will get access to the free plan. And when you sign up for a paid plan, like I said, there's only 2 paid plans, $25 and $50 a month. And I'm perfectly good on the $25 plan. When you use my link and you sign up, you'll get $10 off of the paid plan. So like $10 off a month, or the first month when you sign up. So Nina, if you're interested, it's a perfect time to do it. All right. Next is Trello. Trello you also might be familiar with this. This is a very widely used tool. And I have, on a regular basis, been trying to be convinced that there are other things out there that are better than Trello. And Trello is free, which is awesome. I love free, but also it's effective. And that's what's most important, right? Is that not necessarily that, you're just going to use any free tool, but the free tools that you use them to the fullest extent. I once had someone that was like, you really need to use, Airtable and ClickUp and all these different things. And although they are very good tools, like it just wasn't for me and what I needed it for. And when it turns out, I went back to Trello and I'm like, well, I can do these things with Trello. And then I made it even more customized to, what did I use? I collaborate with my team members with using Trello, and that makes it super easy. It's a project management tool that brings everyone together. And then I use it for, keeping myself organized. Like when I do a show and I need to invite the guest, and there's, a list of things I need to do to make sure I have all the information to promote the show. And I have, all the information to contact them in their bio, and all the different things that I do to incorporate it to be able to promote the show. I have like a checklist. So I use Trello to have a checklist of all the different things, all the different items that I need to do to make the show happen. And not that there's like a ton of stuff, but it's just like, you don't want to have to think about like, okay, what do I have to do on this day and that day? Like, my big thing is you got to get it out of your head, get out of your mind, right, Linda? We got to clear it, make sure it's nice and focused, and keep all of the things that you need to think about for your business and be reminded of in Trello. So you can set up due dates, you can set up labels that show like, visually what things are completed. And I was going to show you a picture of what my Trello looks like, but I didn't do that. I've got like 10 boards. I have one for each client. I have one, one for my marketing, and one for notes, and one for the collaborations with my contractors, my team members. And it works so smoothly. Yes, Linda. Yes, Trello. Trello does solve a lot of problems. And there are a lot of tools out there to use for project management. But I would say if you're not using anything at all, you got to start somewhere. And Trello is a really nice place to start. But like I said, I've been using it for 5 years and I love it. And I've been introduced to other software programs that are, a little more advanced. And I'm like, oh no, Trello is just working great for me. I'm just going to keep using it. So, yeah. So exactly. That's something that I definitely recommend. And the link will give you access to the tool. It's free. So you can just go to Trello and get it there. Oh, Linda likes my NLP certificates. Thanks, Linda. I enjoy seeing yours. I can't wait to see yours too. I was recently certified, and Linda was as well, as a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. And it's been awesome. Just being able to communicate at the level of whoever you're communicating with, and just have that peace of mind. Really, neuro-linguistic programming is just amazing. Stephanie Liu was our trainer. I went through training in September, and Linda just finished up last week. It is a game changer, I will tell you that. I won't go into a lot of detail about that today, but that is one of my favorite things. I should have added that to my list. Thank you for bringing that up, Linda. It is a game changer. Yes, definitely. Oh, Nina, you want to see a walkthrough of my tools, especially Trello? I will probably do more detailed trainings of these tools in my Facebook group. And I will add that at the end too. The Consistent Content Club is the name of my Facebook group, Consistent Content Club for Life and Business Coaches. I'm going to be doing a webinar. I'll tell you more about that tomorrow, actually, about your 2021 content planning. And then I'll be doing monthly trainings that I will go into more detail on these tools. So I'm super excited about that. So hop in the Consistent Content Club for Life and Business Coaches. You can search on Facebook and find it. I'll put the links in here too. Woo! NLP. Yes. Helps organize your vlogs and your blog. You can organize everything. It's like literally a to-do list that's a digital to-do list. And you can access it from your phone too, which is really, really cool. It has an iPad app or an iPad app, and then it also has a phone app. So sometimes when I'm like, oh, I have to add that to my Trello card, I can, pull up on my phone and add it there, which is really nice. So yes, it is. Thank you. Yes. Consistent Content Club. So Trello, stay organized with Trello. This is just the most awesome tool. If you're here, I can't see you unless you comment. So I've got a great conversation going, and we're talking all about my favorite things. I'm about halfway through, and it's already 9:30, and I'm just going to keep going until I finish my list. So I'm so glad that you're here today. Let me know that you're here, how you're doing. And earlier we had a conversation about how tomorrow marks 1 week from Christmas, and how I'm not done with my Christmas shopping yet. So I wonder if you are too. So there's a lot of people that aren't done already. And I'm going to work on that this afternoon for sure. So thanks for joining us. The next tool is Agorapulse. So there are a lot of software programs out there that help you, that will allow you to schedule your content. And that is the number one thing that you can do to be efficient about your social media content, is to schedule it in advance. Create the plan in advance, create your monthly themes, break it down to what you're going to post on a daily and a weekly basis, and plan ahead, schedule it, and be done. And, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time, or I don't know what to do. And it's really all about planning. Consistency and purpose is what's going to get your social media strategy on par and make you top of mind. And when you're able to plan it in advance, it really gives you that peace of mind to be able to just know it's done, and that you can really spend your time engaging, watching live shows, commenting on posts, having conversations, building relationships, and connecting, which is really what social media is all about. It's not just about like throwing, posts up there and hoping something works. It's about creating content to show what you're all about, and then getting in there and engaging and conversing and building relationships. So having a place where you can schedule your content in advance is so super important. And one of the tools that I use that I really like is Agorapulse. Now, I'm not just saying that because I won a free trip to Paris earlier this year, but I mean, Agorapulse did give me a free trip to Paris because I won a contest. I won a giveaway at Social Media Marketing World back in March, right before this whole pandemic stuff started. But luckily I can use my trip between now and the end of next year and end of 2020. So that's good. But really when it comes down to it, Agorapulse is really, again, really easy. It's not the least expensive, but it is the most robust. And again, they continue to add lots of features into their platform that just makes it more and more valuable. And that's, I love the support that Agorapulse provides. I love the visual calendar. When you're scheduling posts, you can kind of visually see like all the content, and then reports. Of course, you have to analyze your results. And each month, at the end of the month, I pull reports for myself and my clients to see what content has performed the best, what's resonating, where my follower count is, to kind of just have a frame of reference. Not that that's always something that we need to measure, but just know that it's increasing and our content is resonating. And, it just really gives you a good understanding of how your content is performing. And Agorapulse, I found, is just the easiest, straightforward tool to be able to use. And again, not on the least expensive side. Like, you can find tools for $10 a month, $20 a month, whatever. There's other tools out there. They all have their kind of intricacies as far as like if you can schedule certain length of videos and things like that on different platforms. But I really, really love Agorapulse, and you can actually get a 28-day free trial by using this link straight to Agorapulse. So if you haven't tried it before and you need to, start the new year with getting really organized, that's what we're all about. Try out Agorapulse. I think you're really going to like it. Let me know if you have any questions, of course, on any of these tools, and see what, the benefits and the value of it. You'll be able to realize really, really soon. So yes. Oh, Linda, you don't use Agorapulse, or you don't use Trello? No, you use Trello. You must not use Agorapulse. Got to try them. I mean, it's a 28-day free trial. You can't go wrong there. Where can you schedule the posts? Facebook profile, pages, and group. Yes, all of those. Yep. You can all of the places you can schedule content with Agorapulse. You can. Yes. Whoa, that's unbelievable. Yes. Agorapulse is awesome. You got to check it out, Linda. Who's their competition? I mean, Hootsuite, of course, but I don't consider them I don't consider them to be a really competition, because I won't talk about that. Buffer, you've got Smarter Key, you've got Zoho Social, you've got Social Bee. I mean, there's like endless numbers of software to schedule. And then I'll tell you that if you really just want to schedule like on Facebook and Instagram, you can just like do that through Creator Studio if you really wanted to for free. However, it's not going to give you the reports. It's not going to give you the visual calendar. It's not going to give you all of the insights that you really need when you're trying to be effective on social media. And so that's, yeah, that's definitely something that you might want to check out, Sherry. Yes, definitely. What do you use, Linda? Now I'm curious. Smarter Q, yeah, that's another one. Oh, Hootsuite sometimes that you use. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Agorapulse, like I said, 28-day free trial. Check it out. There definitely is. It's really, you can connect your profiles and like you don't even need a tutorial. It's like super easy. There's all the tools. You have the reports, the calendar. There's, lists of your content if you wanted to see that. It's really nice too if you have someone that's you're collaborating with to help you with the content, or like clients. You can even create a shared calendar. If you're creating content for your clients and you want them to be able to see the content and like approve of it before it goes out, you can create a shared calendar to do that, which is a really professional way to do it. I did that with some of my clients in the past. Really nice way to bring it all together. Oh, Hootsuite. Yes. Working harder by not using an aggregator. Yes, you got to use a tool that simplifies your, time is valuable. Our time is valuable, and using these tools to make yourself more efficient is just super, super valuable. So definitely check out Agorapulse. Yes. I wonder though, what does she say? How friendly are the platforms when not posting natively? Okay, that's a good point. Okay, let's stay on Agorapulse for a second here, because Agorapulse has, they have this like other part of their company that is called Scott Ayers. You guys see he's got this guy with an orange troll hair. He's so awesome. Social Media Lab. They actually do specific studies on controversial topics, just like what you're saying, is questions that people ask, like how effective is having a tool, is scheduling your content natively through Facebook or Instagram, how effective is it, and how different will the results be if I schedule it using a third-party software like Agorapulse or like Hootsuite or Buffer or any of those, Smarter Q. And they've done this report, and I'll have to find the article and share it with you, but they did like a whole comparison, and when it came down to it, there's like hardly a difference, if at all. And so, what's most important is that you're creating quality content, and that quality is what really resonates, and that over all, possible scenarios of scheduling it in the third-party tools, it came down to the fact that it didn't matter whether it was native or whether it was through these tools. So it's a pretty neat analysis, and I love that they do that, because, they'll think of all different things. Like they did a whole series on Instagram hashtags and how many hashtags, and if the hashtags were effective, if they were in the post or the caption and all that kind of stuff. So they take all those little things. Social Media Lab by Agorapulse is a really, really neat resource too. Good question. I love all your questions. We're not done yet. I got a couple more left here to share with you. Okay, this next one is what I use for live streaming. So consistency is key. Connecting with your audience is key. And of course, you know how near and dear to my heart video is. And video doesn't have to be super complicated either. These are the things that I'm using right now to go live with you at this moment. So I use Apple AirPods because, as you can see, they're if I go like this, you can't really tell that I'm wearing them. But otherwise, they are wireless, which is really nice because you're not having to deal with wires, and they're really effective. There are again a lot of tools out there. Actually, Stephanie Liu, I was going to find out what ones she uses, because she has black ones that go like on her ears and go behind, that are still wired, and they have a long wire too. So I like to have like the aesthetically pleasing view of all these tools when I use my wired headphones when I'm not on live streaming, like if I'm in like a Zoom meeting or something, because sometimes those will be a little bit longer, and I don't have to worry about these running out of battery, although they do last pretty long. But just being able to have wireless solutions, that's my preference. So if you're live streaming and you want high quality audio, definitely check out obviously, if you're using an iPhone, use AirPods. But there's also other wireless solutions out there. So you don't see the wires, you don't have to deal with the wires. You have to get tangled in the wires. Be free. Anyways, so the next thing I have here is my webcam. Yeah, there is, actually it's funny because I got I had to get a new laptop this last year because the keyboard, a couple of buttons on the keyboard stopped working. Whatever, the computer was fine, but at the last minute, I had to get a new computer. I ended up getting a new MacBook. And it has a really, really good camera on the laptop. It's like 180p or 1080p. And I was really surprised by that. But if you have any other version of laptop and not a recent one, you definitely want to get a higher quality camera. And definitely with, you don't have to have people talk too. I follow a lot of live streamers, and this is probably why they talk about how they have these really expensive cameras that they use and configure and stuff, which is, you can tell the quality is way, way better. But I think that using a webcam, a 1080p webcam, is just as good. And that is the one that I use here. It's on Amazon, on Best Buy for like $89, somewhere around there. And it is definitely, it's a funny story actually, is I had one and then I started using my laptop because the quality of the camera was so good. My husband noticed that I wasn't using my webcam anymore, and he took it. All of a sudden, I'm like, where is my webcam? And he's like, oh, I needed to borrow it. And I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, I liked yours. I wanted to try it, so I'm going to use it now. So then I just ordered the next one, which is this one, the C920. So we're both using Logitechs now. It's a really, really nice camera, nice quality, and literally it's plug and play. I got my mom one for her birthday in October, and she's like, I don't know how to use it. I'm like, Mom, you really just have to USB plug it in and it connects. You don't have to download any software, nothing. All you do is you change the setting. Super, super simple. And really good quality camera. So as you can see, I think the quality of my picture is pretty good. I don't know, you tell me, but I like it. Linda says black earbuds, so she used her mic and have an interview live stream. Exactly. Yes, Sherry, I love my Logitech webcam. Such a great, clear image. Yes, and simple and easy to use, right? We don't need anything complicated. We just got to make it happen. Yes. Which light do you recommend for folks who wear eyeglasses, reflection issues? That is a good question. I recommend one that has changed. You will be able to change the coloring to it, because obviously some provides glare. There's like a white light and like an orange light. I'm not even sure the technical ways or the terms for it. But the light that I use, this SunPack LED video light, is what I use right now. And actually I don't even have it. It's not even facing me, so if I had my glasses on, you wouldn't be able to see anyways. But the thing about lighting is, like, I have the light in my room on, and then I've got natural light on one side of me, and then I have this light. So if you can, to avoid the glare, and if you're using glasses with your lives, I know Linda wears glasses, she might be able to impart her opinion and experience on this. But we're having the light around you, as you can see my hands, around you, as opposed to being straight on, will definitely help reduce the glare too. I use a Mac. I started using a Mac like 10 years ago, Apple MacBook Pro. I switched right around the time I switched to iPhone. I resisted Apple for a long time. I'm like, oh, I'm going to start using one device. And I was afraid they're going to suck me in and have to use all of the devices in Apple. But that's basically what happened. And I'm really happy. So I guess I can't really complain. Yes. Can connect the Logitech to your laptop? Interesting, Patty. I have not heard of that. I thought that it was just really easy to use. I wonder why. Is it any particular like program that, or what? I'm curious why it isn't, because every time I've used it, it's been really, really easy and great quality. Oh, thanks, Linda. You're so sweet. Ordering Sun Pack now. Yeah, so with the Sun Pack, if you order it, I ordered mine from Best Buy. This is a little trick. It's actually battery powered, which is cool because you can just like recharge the battery. However, if you don't want to have to worry about charging the battery all the time, because I'm imagining it's like, you know, making it so it's remotely easy to bring with you and things like that, which we don't really do anymore. You can get, they sell like just a universal like $20 AC adapter. So there is, it doesn't come with it for whatever reason, but you just plug it in, just buy the universal AC adapter, plug it in, and then you can not have to worry about charging it with the battery anymore. So it just makes it easier. So you don't have to worry about that too. So awesome. Yay. Linda says, I don't have special glasses. It's all about testing the lighting. Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing is not having the light like shining right in your face, having it just around you to make a good picture, and you really have to test it. And I'm always a big proponent. I've told this in my to the people in my course last week. I'm like, use whatever you have like around. I know I've seen people that will just say, you know, if you have an extra lamp, you know, take the lampshade off and just put it around, you know, just to test it and see, because there is a lot of different things that you can use to make your setup with things that you already have around the house. So Patty, use the MacBook. Use a MacBook camera. As long, I mean, we've had calls and you look great anyway. So as far as the camera goes, then if that works for you, perfect. I know my older MacBook didn't have a 1080p camera, but then my new one does. So I use the webcam with my old MacBook, and that's just what worked for me. So yeah. Oh, good point. Good point, Patty. You have to use, Sherry says you have to use an adapter for the USB port. So it depends on if you have if your MacBook is like an older version, if it has the USB or not. If it doesn't have the USB port, the newer ones have that little, I don't know what it's called. It's a really teeny tiny charger port that you don't have any USB ports anymore. So you have to get the adapter to plug into the MacBook to then plug into the USB. Good point, Sherry. And did that with a lamp and it works. See, use what you got. That's what I'm all about. Use what you got for sure. So those, oh, and then I will show you my USB-C. That's what it's called. Thank you, Linda. This is my microphone. It happens to be top of the line, like $150, $200 Yeti, which you don't need. But I like to use it because I've heard that I sound better using this as opposed to the microphone in my ears, which makes sense because the microphone's kind of far away from your AirPod. If you use a microphone here, you know, different input and output, that will give you better audio quality. And with live video quality, of course, is so important. But if people can't hear you on a live video, they don't hear you very well, they're not going to be as engaged as if they did hear you really well. So definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, and you gotta love Apple. Just, you know, sometimes when you change these things, like when you change your phone. So, you know, I worked at Verizon for a long time and people are like, they didn't want to go from like Android to iPhone because they're going to have to get all new chargers and things like that. I mean, technology goes so fast anymore. It's hard to even keep up. But yes, when you get new devices, I just had to get a USB adapter to get more ports attached to my MacBook. That's technology for you, I guess, right? Yeah, I have the USB adapter. Good. I wonder what's going on with your connection that I'm interested to know, Patty. Oh, it sounded amazing when I brought it closer to me. Oh, maybe I need to have it like even closer because you can't even see it, right? You can't even see that my microphone's right here. Oh, here we go. I'm going to keep it closer. Thanks for that, Linda. Sherry, she said she just bought a Shure microphone for Christmas this year. Ooh, yay. Awesome. Merry Christmas to you. I have the mic that wouldn't connect properly either. I'll pull it out again, test it again. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, totally, Patty. We have to get you all these cool things that you have working. Lightning ports on phones, USB-C on computers. Yes, yes, exactly. Ooh, thanks for that feedback, Linda. You're awesome. Yay. Audio is definitely key, even with video. So there are all of the tools, my favorite things that I use. And, oh, hey, Laura, or Lori. Hey, Lori, thanks for joining me. We're having fun talking about all my favorite things that I use for live streaming and for social media. Yes, thank you for that feedback, Linda. You're awesome. I was afraid because I had heard when I recorded some videos, seemed like it was really loud. So that's why I kind of was like, oh, it'll be fine a little bit further away, but apparently not. I need to be closer to it, obviously. This is so fun. This is like Christmas. All my friends are here. Yay. Hey, Lori. Let us know what your favorite tools and software programs and things are. And the question of the day, though, is, are you done with your Christmas shopping? Because I'm not. That's the thing that I need to do this afternoon. Okay. I got to wrap up because I got a call in 10 minutes. Oopsie. Forgot about that. We got a little over 30 minutes because I'm having so much fun. This is like such a blast. Yay. Cool. Okay. So last but not least, my favorite thing that I developed this year after years of doing social media and realizing this is what I do for all of my clients is I use the Ocean method to get them on track to creating the content simply and straightforward. Like you think, people get really, bye, Linda. See you later. People get really excited about, like, oh gosh, what things am I going to post on social media? And last but not least, this is my Ocean method. So this is the last thing I want to share. Is they go, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm going to post on social media. I don't know what to do. There's so many possibilities. You go on social media, you see all these things. There's so many things to consider, and so many possibilities. But really, when it comes down to, there's five categories of content to really make your social media interesting, engaging, and really can allow you to connect with your audience. I'll follow up with you, Linda. Don't worry. Yes. So actually, if you go to this link is going to allow you to register for my webinar I'm having tomorrow about 2021 content planning, my webinar/workshop tomorrow in my Facebook group. So if you're not already in my Facebook group, you can join it with this link. And then it will also give you the link to download more details on the Ocean method that I've created, the 5 simple things and topics to simplify your content strategy. Simple. That is the theme of the day, of the year, of the month, of next year. Let's keep it simple. And the Ocean method is, content that, where you're sharing your offer that connects, that engages, that establishes your authority, and then nurtures your audience. Really, when you're talking about content, that's really all you have to worry about. And all of the content that you share on your social media platforms should fall within one of those categories. So it's not like, I'm going to do all these things. Like, you really just have to focus on these 5 things and just make sure that they're spread out over the course of the month. So yes. Thank you so much for joining me. You are all amazing, and thank you for sharing your favorite things. And we got a fun conversation today. It was such a blast. So any of these tools that you need, I'm going to add them in the comments. I'm going to put it up on my blog so you have access to it later on too. So hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun. Hopefully, maybe you thought of some Christmas gifts to give, to other people in your life that, want to start live streaming or getting real consistent with their social media. And hopefully that helps you, because I'm here to help, and I'm here to serve, and I'm here just to connect with you wonderful, awesome people. And this is my last live stream of the year. So thank you for joining me for that. Thank you for being here. And if you ever have any questions at all about social media, about live video, anything to do with social media, I'm here for you. And I love to connect with you. So definitely hop into my Facebook group. And if 2021 is a year that you're going to start consistently live streaming, then you definitely want to get on my wait list for Capitalize with Live. It's in full force with my first round. It's going really awesome. And we'll be starting another round in March. So if you want to get in on that action and get consistent, get started for sure, get consistent, and monetize, of course, your live video strategy, then you definitely want to join Capitalize with Live, and I'll put the link there as well so you can join the wait list and hopefully hop into the next session. So happy holidays to you too, Patty. Merry Christmas. Thank you everyone for joining me, and we'll see you around. Take care.